Qiantong smiled kindly. Don't be nervous, young man. The old man stops you. Just ask you a few questions. Well, if you answer well, these things are yours. With that said, Qiantong took out a few high-grade saint crystals and threw them on the table. Shower's eyes straightened instantly. He served tea and handed water here, and he could only earn 2 or 3 low-grade saint crystals a month. The few top-grade saint crystals on the table were a shocking wealth to him. Save some flowers, and spend your life worrying about eating and drinking. Quickly nodded and bowed his waist. Senior, if you ask, the little ones know everything they can talk about. Although the little ones are just ordinary people who have not cultivated, they are also people born and raised here. If the seniors want to know something, the little ones will never let them go. The little one won't let you down. Very good. Qiantong nodded, satisfied that Shower had been on the road like this, and he didn't bother anymore, and he asked directly, I ask you, do you have a strong Void King realm here? Void King realm. Shower looked at Xianxia and the others in amazement with a clear expression on his face, and said with a smile, several seniors shouldn't be my Green Hills star cultivators, right? You are smart. Qiantong didn't mean to say otherwise. After all, if he was born in this star, he shouldn't be ignorant of that kind of thing. Void King realm powerhouse on any cultivation star is the existence of the peak. If he is really a martial artist of Green Hills star, he must have heard of it. Shower gave a dry smile. Senior is joking, and the younger one just said casually. But since several seniors came to Green Hills Star at this time, why didn't they even inquire about these things? What should we inquire about? Qiantong snorted coldly. The shopkeeper was not in a hurry, and said slowly, since several seniors are here, I think they must have come to attend the event. Although it is a bit earlier, it doesn't matter. It will be 2 years later. There are also other seniors. Earlier, as for whether there is a Void King realm, when did Green Hills Star lack a powerhouse of this level? He has a happy and contented appearance, as if on this Green Hills Star, the powerful of the Void King realm can be seen everywhere. Qiantong and others looked at each other. All came with interest. Instructed Shower to continue talking. Without concealing it from the few seniors, there are now 2 or 3 Void King realm powerhouses on our Green Hills Star. There are more than a dozen. Among them, 2 are the top powerhouse of 3rd Order Void King realm. 3rd Order Void King realm. 2. Qiantong and others trembled. His eyes were dull, and he was shocked by Xiao's words. Really? Momo asked in a deep voice. The youngest dare not lie. Everyone knows about this kind of thing. If the senior doesn't believe it, just ask for it. So, your Green Hills Star is quite suitable for promotion and breakthrough. Qiantong's eyes were bright. His face was full of excitement. Although he didn't feel the restraint of laws that were as repressive as Shadowed Star after coming here, he still needs to inquire carefully if he wants to stay and breakthrough cultivation here. Now that he got such information from Shower, he was naturally happy. That's natural. Shower nodded his head and looked triumphant. Several seniors came here for this purpose. You can see this too? Qiantong was surprised. The predecessors are joking. Although the younger one is an ordinary person, this once-in-a-millennium event has spread throughout Green Hills Star, and even 3-year-old children have heard of it. How can the younger one do not know? Shower replied. Wait, what's a once-in-a-millennium event? Xianxia looked at him suspiciously. The second person in this shop had already mentioned it once, but Xianxia didn't care too much. Any cultivation star has its own style and customs. For example, the Flowing Flame Sandfield of Shadowed Star opens once every few hundred years. This Green Hills Star will also have such a thing. However, listening to the meaning of Xiao's words, this grand event seemed to be related to the promotion and breakthrough of Qiantong and others, and he immediately became concerned. Hearing his question, Shower immediately got up and scratched his head and said, What? How many seniors came here, not to participate in the Blood Prison Smelting Trial? Blood Prison Smelting Trial. Qiantong and the others looked at each other with a dazed expression. tell me carefully, what does this blood prison smelting trial do? Xianxia threw a few high-grade saint crystals on the table again and lightly ordered. The sharp young man swallowed his saliva with a smile on his face. Knowing that he ran into a nobleman today, where he dared to neglect, he quickly cleared his throat and said, "This blood prison smelting trial is for someone like the few seniors." "Why do you say this?" Xianxia frowned. "Because the people who participate in the blood prison smelting trial are the top powerhouses in the Third Order Void Return stage. I heard that they can break through to the Void King realm." Xiao'er said something astonishing. "Really?" Xianxia stood up, his expression extremely excited. Xiao'er was taken aback, and quickly nodded. "The little one dare not deceive. The blood prison smelting trial is true, but the little one doesn't know the specific situation, and the senior should be able to see that. The little one is just an ordinary person. I have never cultivated before, and I don't know the details of the blood prison smelting trial." "Then what do you know?" Xianxia motioned to Xianxia to be calm, and looked at Xiao'er and asked. "The little one knows that the few Void King realm adults on our Green Hills star have all participated in the blood prison smelting trial back then. Not only them, there are many Void King realm powerhouses in this star field, and they are all from the blood prison smelting trial. There are other martial artists from the Star of Cultivation here." Xianxia frowned. "Yeah, a few years ago, someone had already arrived at Green Hills Star, but the number was not large. But as time approaches, more and more people are coming here, so coming here on this year, I thought the few seniors." Xiao'er looked at Xianxia and others anxiously. "So that's it?" Xianxia nodded. "Well, tell me about the blood prison smelting trial. What do you know? Just say what you know, and we won't blame you if you don't know." Xianxia and the others echoed, looking at Xiao'er with encouraging eyes. Xiao'er settled his mind, and after some thoughts, he spoke. "The blood prison smelting trial is the biggest event on Green Hills Star. It will only be opened once every 1,000 years. Every time it is opened, a large number of Third Order Void Return stage cultivators will be attracted to join it. The entire trial process seems bloody, and there will be a lot of cultivators fall in them. But along with the great dangers, the gains are also amazing. From time to time, there will be strong Void Kings born from it. Sometimes there is more than one. Therefore, even if it is dangerous, those strong in the Third Order Void Return stage will rush to them. This trial can be said to be thousands of troops crossing this single plank bridge. In the entire Star territory, there are countless experts in the Third Order Void Return stage, but the Void King realm is extremely rare. Even if there are many opportunities in the blood prison smelting trial, it is extremely difficult to promote. Those 3-level realm powerhouses rushed into the blood prison trial, and perhaps most of them would fall away. Perhaps no one would be able to be promoted until the trial was over, but this still could not extinguish the determination of those powerhouses to pursue stronger power. The reason why the blood prison smelting trial has such a magical effect is because of the existence of the domain. There is full of incomplete domain power, and the Third Order Void Return stage can feel and absorb it in. If they can understand the true meaning of the domain, then there is hope for breakthroughs and promotion. Why is this place called blood prison smelting trial flooded with domain power, and it is still incomplete? Xianxia was very curious about this. It was said to be from a great war. Xiao'er has some potential as a storyteller, and he has a clear structure when talking about things, so that people can understand it. According to his description, the blood prison used to be a battlefield where more than 20 Void King realm powerhouses and a large number of their disciples fought. How long ago is unknown. Green Hills Star had 2 top powerhouses at the Third Order Void King realm. These 2 powerhouses looked at the entire star field and were among the best. They each lead a force and are enemies with each other, and their respective forces often have friction and fight. This grievance lasted for hundreds of thousands of years, and the result intensified, eventually leading to the 2 powerhouses themselves being involved. Not only that, these 2 powerhouses also invited their friends for a long time to come and help out. The friends of the Void King Realm powerhouse are naturally of this level. So a battle that could destroy the stars broke out somewhere in Green Hills Star. In that battle, not only more than 20 Void King Realm participated in it, but also the disciples of the disciples under the rule of the two powerful men. Deaths and injuries are not counted. No one knows the final result, except that after the First World War, there was a mountain of bones and bloody skulls. There seemed to be no survivors of the 20-something Void Kings, and all of them fell. Since then, the place has been called the Blood Prison by the people of Green Hills Star. It is said that until now, the land is still red, as if it was poured by blood, and there are traces of the war left everywhere. Even if the years go by, it still cannot be wiped out. The Blood Prison was born. And in this Blood Prison, there are all kinds of power of domain. This power and its danger are unpredictable. People below the Third Order Void Return stage cannot bear it at all. Only those in the Third Order Void Return stage martial artists can break into the inside at a specific time to understand the power of those incomplete domains and benefit from it. If you are lucky, you may be promoted to the Void King Realm. If this is the case, it may not be enough to attract those who are more than Third Order Void Return stage to come here. It is rumored that there are still secret treasures used by those Void King Realm powerhouses in the Blood Prison. Each of those secret treasures is a Void King grade quality, which is hard to find outside. It seems that the heritage of the two top powerhouses is hidden in it. If someone can get their inheritance, they can undoubtedly be promoted to the Void King Realm in the future, and it is not impossible to even reach the height of the two people back then. All kinds of temptations, all kinds of benefits, let the Blood Prison become a piece of sweet pastry that everyone covets. Whenever the Blood Prison smelting trial was opened, the Third Order Void Return stage in the Star Territory who heard the news would come here. And this time is also the most lively and extraordinary time of Green Hills Star. It was only 2 or 3 years before the next trial of the Blood Prison smelting trial began, so Shower would have such a misunderstanding after listening to Qiantong's question. He thought that Qiantong and others had come to participate in the Blood Prison smelting trial after hearing the news. To be continued.